Cephas Ray, a young boy growing up in the pipeline community of Painesville City, faced the daily challenges of life with his family. His mother, Woki, worked tirelessly in a cook shop, while his father, Collie, served as a security guard. Despite their efforts, the family often struggled to make ends meet. Cephas, with his adventurous spirit, frequently found himself roaming the streets with his best friend, Togba. They dreamed of a better future, far removed from the poverty surrounding them. Life was difficult, but their friendship and dreams kept them going. Unknown to them, fate had a different path. That path would soon reveal itself in an unexpected encounter. One scorching afternoon, Cephas and Togba met a mysterious man named Say on the streets of Painesville. He was dressed plainly, but there was something about him that grabbed their attention. "I'm looking for someone to help sell my market goods," Say said, his voice smooth and persuasive. The boys, eager to escape their financial struggles, listened closely. He promised good pay at the end of the month, and the offer seemed too good to resist. Cephas and Togba hesitated, but the lure of quick money clouded their judgment. They agreed to work for Say, believing this would finally ease their financial burdens. Cephas and Togba quickly adapted to their new jobs, selling Say's goods on the streets. At first, everything seemed perfect. The money came faster than they had ever imagined. Cephas's family noticed the extra cash, and for a brief time, life felt easier. Togba was able to buy new clothes, and Cephas even helped his mother with a few bills. The boys felt on top of the world, confident that this was the break they had been waiting for. However, underneath their excitement, doubts began to creep in. They didn't question where the goods came from, and that decision would soon cost them. As the weeks passed, Cephas began to overhear whispers in the market. People talked about a criminal operation growing in the area, and it sounded eerily similar to Say's business. One afternoon, while waiting for Say, Cephas overheard two men discussing an ongoing investigation into illegal activities. Panic rose in his chest as he realized the seriousness of the situation. Cephas shared his concerns with Togba, who was equally alarmed. Together, they tried to distance themselves from the business. But it was already too late. Things were spiraling out of control. One day, when Cephas and Togba went to meet Say as usual, they found nothing but an empty spot where he once stood. The mysterious man had vanished without a trace. Panic set in as they realized they had been abandoned. Their thoughts raced. Was Say involved in something far worse than they imagined? Without Say, they were left holding the responsibility for the illegal goods. The weight of their choices pressed down on them. Cephas could no longer ignore the looming consequences. It was clear now that their shortcut to success was a trap. The day Cephas had dreaded arrived when the authorities began investigating the market where they had been working. Officers were questioning sellers, and Cephas's heart raced every time he heard rumors of raids. Cephas and Togba tried desperately to get rid of the remaining goods, but they were constantly looking over their shoulders. The fear of getting caught consumed them. They no longer felt like free boys chasing dreams, they were fugitives of their own making. And despite their best efforts, the authorities were closing in. The walls were beginning to close around them. One fateful evening, while Cephas and Togba were trying to quietly dispose of the illegal goods, the authorities swooped in. The boys were arrested, their dreams crashing down around them. The local community was shocked, and Cephas's family was heartbroken. All the hard work of his parents, especially his mother Woki, felt wasted in the face of Cephas's decisions. Togba's family, too, bore the shame of his choices. The arrest was a brutal wake-up call. Cephas and Togba were not hardened criminals, just two boys who made the wrong choices in pursuit of a better life. In the aftermath of their arrest, Cephas reflected on how everything had gone so wrong. The promise of fast money had blinded them to the consequences. He realized that success built on shortcuts always comes with a price. The story of Cephas and Togba spread through the pipeline community, serving as a warning to other young boys about the dangers of illegal schemes. Although Cephas had lost a part of his innocence, he emerged from the experience with a new understanding of life. It was a painful lesson, but one that would shape his future and remind him of the value of hard work and integrity.